So let's start from the basics. What are the important things we need to know about this new development?
Well, Abraaj has had the loan stock in CNI for 8 years now, and it's featured as a Tier 2 capital in our balance, on our balance sheet. That has been a bit difficult for some investors. They don't know where to place it. Is it equity or is it debt? And so with this development, it's clear that it's an equity investment in the business, and I think it's positive on two fronts. One, it's a show of confidence for me from the Abraaj side, and two, it also helps our capital structure, because with that investment, there's more equity in the business. We can actually leverage on that, so it creates room for growth in terms of expansion, and then growth in the business.
Right, so if you are, if we are seeing this conversion to equity, we certainly have to talk about the growth prospect for the business. So give us your perspective on that. We do know that the company is also looking to raise money through a rights issue. It suggests that you're looking to expand. Where do you see the opportunities in the economy right now?
Okay, let me backtrack a bit. You know, we're in the market reconstructing our shares as well.
Right.
Okay, so we reconstructed from 1.6 billion units to 404 million units. Now, that was to create room for additional investment. So the Abraaj conversion, for example, takes up about 927 million units, and then creates more room to issue more shares to new shareholders. Now, all that is to resize the business, because in the last 4 years, we've seen a lot of pressure on the company's finances. In 2018, we went to the market to raise 7 billion naira, right, to further help the business with growth prospects. Now, even when we raised the 7 billion, we said we're going to come back to the market for more money, but this time equity. And that's what all this is for. So it's a journey we're on right now, and the whole idea is to resize the business to take on more opportunities.
Yeah, but what are the opportunities exactly? We know it's a relatively diversified business, so
yes.
What exactly are you looking to invest this capital in?
The opportunities still remain with the diversity of the business. Like the marine business, for example, has a lot of prospects there. That business is fast growing, and it's a huge cash consumer, right? And then the fleet management business has woken up to another set of opportunities. With the automotive policy, it's almost impossible to buy brand new cars right now. So you find that a lot of corporates are coming to us now to ask for leasing of the cars. So that in itself throws opportunities at us. And so we have to capitalize the business to be able to take care of those opportunities. So you find that typically we're actually looking at expanding the business along the lines of the marine business and the fleet management business.
So, but are you, I mean, as a CEO, as a business leader, what are your thoughts? So how are you looking analyzing the business landscape for 2019? I mean, we know that we're expecting the economy not to be very, in terms of growth, robust this year. We've got elections, and the outlook is just not, very positive as it were. But what are your hopes, and what are you looking forward to this year?
Well, I think that really we will not see a very fast-moving year. So what we are looking at is we're looking at a year that will probably start sometime May, June, right? And so we're
in line with the cycle we saw in 2015.
Yes, yeah. So we're getting ready for that, yeah. So we expect that what we'll do this year as a business is just run with our existing deals till sometime May, June, before the economy kicks in sometime in June, and then we start to run till. So we see a half year, really, a half year of excitement.
But nothing that would impact negatively on your bottom line?
No, nothing that would impact negatively on our bottom
line. No, but let's come back to the Abraaj transaction. So what does this mean for Abraaj in terms of its capital, its percentage holding in this business? Does it become the clear majority shareholder, and does it have 50% majority, for instance?
Yeah, well, Abraaj right now is looking at different options, because I don't think they really want to hold that majority stake in the business. So
but it would be a majority of over 50.
Yeah, it would be a significant shareholding of the business. Yeah.
Oh. I mean, we're looking at the economic landscape. We've talked a lot about this year how the economy is going to be softer. But for you, the operating environment specifically, are there government policies that you're looking forward to this year that could impact positively on your business, or you're just going to see how things roll in the year?
Well, I hope that we have policies that will stabilize the exchange rate. and keep the interest
So that
rate.
is something that is a big concern for you this year.
Exactly. So if we have the exchange rate where it is right now and then the interest rate within the limits, I think we will be able to manage through the year.
What about the interest rate environment? Many are suggesting that it's likely to be quite volatile this year.
It is going to be volatile.
And what would that mean for your business?
Well, it will impact negatively on our business, especially the short-term funds, because we raised a 7 billion fund last year. So long-term funds, it will not affect us, but short-term working capital, it will impact. But I don't think it will be that drastic to drag the business down into a negative position.
So do you have not just a short-term to even medium-term plans, but medium to long-term plans? What is the big picture for I Leasing? I know you're trying to strengthen your marine business as the strongest part of your business. What is the big picture for you in terms of how those expansion plans culminate into that big picture for you?
Now, in the next 3 to 5 years, we're actually looking at dominating the West African sub-region. We currently own or have the majority share in the biggest leasing company in Ghana right now. And we're looking at spreading that dominance across the West African sub-region.
Which other countries are you looking at right now?
Probably looking at Sierra Leone and Liberia, on the fleet management side.
Okay.
But for Ghana, for example, we haven't even scratched the surface. We still have a lot of things to do in Ghana. So I think there's a lot to do. So we're looking at how to grow the business along those lines in the next 3 to 5 years.
Okay. You mentioned, if we can just, on the final note, ask this question, that perhaps the thing that worries you the most is the exchange rate. What excites you the most about this year? What can you see out there that suggests that there is a growth opportunity in this economy?
So
right
some kind of silver lining for you.
You'll be amazed that Nigeria is still a hotspot for investment for a lot of people. So one of our biggest sellers is our oil. Now, as far as we're pumping oil, there's still production of oil. There's need for oil field services. C I Leasing is playing a role there. You have the corporates. C I Leasing is playing a role there. So as long as the economy is running, there's still business for us to do. So for me, if we can keep the negative parameters at a low level, the economy is a beautiful economy to grow.
Okay.